G'day, welcome. You're watching CruiseAway, the #1 choice in Oz for holidays that deliver real travel, real adventure, and an all-round good time. I'm Jo.
And I'm Derek. Great to have you with us. Over the next half an hour, we're bringing the world to your doorstep with exciting discoveries at the best prices you'll find anywhere.
Here at CruiseAway, we've been sending Australian travellers on amazing cruise holidays for over 25 years. Our award-winning team specialise in bringing you the best deals from all major cruise lines, sailing right across the globe. Whether you're looking to cruise locally or afar, with thousands of unmissable deals available right now, you can be sure we'll find you your perfect cruise holiday. So, if you're ready, let's go cruising.
Yes, let's. And for those of you looking for longer, more relaxed getaways where that feeling of being pampered just never seems to end, this is just the show for you as we showcase 3 incredible Trans-Pacific cruise deals that all have that more relaxed itinerary.
Yes, in September we have a Hollywood to Brisbane spectacular cruise to look forward to aboard Royal Caribbean's exciting Quantum of the Seas on a cruise of nearly 4 whole weeks.
Wow.
She'll also be taking us from Brisbane to Seattle in April on an exciting South Pacific and Hawaiian Islands jaunt.
Amazing, I am ready for all of them. And we're staying with the same class of Royal Caribbean ship for our first Trans-Pacific getaway, this time for next October. Now, this is 3 weeks, you won't forget in a hurry, as we fly you first to glorious Honolulu in Hawaii. And you'll have time to relax and mingle because we've included a 2-night hotel stay, grass skirts out.
Oh, yes, lays out as well. Yes, Honolulu is incredible. Of course, you're not far from Waikiki Beach, which is the iconic beach where all the surfers are. You could do a catamaran sunset sail there. What about heading up to Diamond Head for some incredible views over the whole of Waikiki, and definitely Pearl Harbor to learn about the history here whilst taking in a spot of shopping along the way. Then it's time to cruise with gratuities included on board the fantastic Anthem of the Seas, and it's going to be an 18-night cruise for you. Wow, this ship is so much fun from the moment you set foot on board. You know, Anthem offers you just an incredible plethora of variety, whether it's entertainment or, you know, dining or just sitting back and relaxing. You'll find something to do just at every single corner of the ship. And the beauty is as well, with the entertainment already packed into your voyage, such as the Flow Riders, such as the North Star. You'll just have different viewpoints than you ever really expect to see on board a cruise ship. I mean, this actually goes even higher than Sydney Harbour Bridge, which is very cool. You've got the there you are, Derek. Ripcord by iFly, flying through the sky on board a cruise ship in a tube. How cool is that? I bet you never thought you'd be doing that in your lifetime.
It's so good.
It's so much fun, and iFly is an international brand. Maybe you've you know, been to one back home. Then there's the bumper cars, and this is the whole entertainment plex where you can you know, play basketball, you know, head on to the arcade games and do all of that fun if you're traveling with the family. And it might be a family cruise that you are doing. It might be a family reunion. Maybe you're getting together with family that you haven't seen in years. And this is why it's beautiful to cruise together, because it offers you, you know, something for everybody. And there really is something for everybody on board a cruise ship. You know, digital interactive displays around the ship, because these are smart ships. So in your stateroom also you have an interactive stateroom television. They actually record everything that's going on around the ship, all of the different lectures in the theatre. You know, you can just log into, you know, for example, there's like a shopping section on board which you can look at, and you can watch the port shopping show in the theatre, learning about what to buy in the ports of call. You know, logging into a different area for shore excursions, and they'll have actually a little library on board of the different excursions, and that's even before you've left your stateroom. Not that you'll be spending much time in there, because you'll be out and about, no doubt. But it's just good to know that that archive is available for you in your stateroom, which is set up for convenience and ease and comfort, most definitely as well. You know, whilst you're out grabbing a beer, grabbing a cocktail, you know, socialising around the ship perhaps. What about the robot bar? Yeah, you can watch a robot mix a drink for you. Anything your heart desires. Oh yeah, you can be the designer of your very own cocktail as well. Then there's the shows. These are award-winning spectacles. They are just phenomenal. Now there's 2 lots of venues for your shows. for your main shows, lots of other subsidiary venues for live music, the 270 Lounge. And then you've got the Cabaret Lounge as well, live music, things like dueling pianos. It's great. So we are cruising out of Honolulu, and we've got 18 nights on board, starting with some days at sea to Papeete in lovely Tahiti. This is the definition of paradise. It really is. Some of the best marine life you will ever experience, whether you're snorkeling, diving, glass bottom kayaking. Get out there on the reef and see it for yourself. It will be an unforgettable experience. Next up, we're into Moorea. And this is where you can actually go and see a traditional tiki village, which is really interesting to learn about, or, you know, feed stingrays and actually, you know, pet them. They are very friendly. In fact, I've done that. It's a really wonderful thing to do. Raitea's next, and this is fascinating because it's where you can learn about the thousands of years of Polynesian history at the Moorea Taputaputea, which is an ancient burial ground, and definitely would recommend that with a guide taking you through it. Tauranga in New Zealand awaits us next, and this is the gateway to Rotorua's geothermal activity. You know, head on out on excursion to the geothermal parks where geysers erupt. You'll see the bubbling mud pools, the sulphur flats. It's incredible. We're then going to cruise into Sydney, where you'll disembark and simply stroll off. Now, you've got some great time at sea to enjoy the ship, and remember, all of those thrilling activities are on offer for you. Flying into Honolulu and enjoying a hotel stay, then heading through a nice relaxing voyage in French Polynesia and Tahiti, New Zealand, and then simply, you know, disembark in Sydney. You can shop to your drop as well, because you can just stroll off the ship at the end.
Love it. I love the bunches of sea days on a cruise like this. Honestly, having been on board, you need that time, because you want to get to do all of those activities. You also want some days where I'm not missing out on a port. I can just simply relax by the pool here. I can read a book, I can take it easy, I can catch up on life. Sometimes it's just unraveling yourself, isn't it, a little bit? You have some lovely dreams when you're on a cruise as well. It's funny how good your sleep is when you're on a cruise and you start dreaming again. And you know, that's a good thing. You think, oh, I haven't dreamt for ages and ages and ages. I have to tell you, the biggest joy in this whole holiday, and this is the reason we're featuring these longer, more relaxed itineraries, is the price tag we can access. I mean, look at this. It's an 18-night cruise, and look at your price tag, and it is beyond standard inclusions when you cruise with Royal Caribbean as well, because you're not paying for the big production shows, of which there are, you know, they're all the way around the ship in various places. You're not paying extra ticket prices for those. The food offering that's included is so comprehensive, from main dining to a buffet unlike any one you've ever seen anywhere else. It is ridiculous. Now, if you want to snap this up as a deal right now, I don't know how long this deal will last, but a deposit today will secure your places. So I would really hop to it and get the family booked on as soon as you possibly can. Because remember, this includes, first of all, your flights from Sydney to Honolulu. You've got a 2-night hotel stay there to enjoy before that wonderful and epic 18 nights of Royal Caribbean cruising on Anthem of the Seas. Plenty of time to get all the thrills packed in, the skydiving, riding, the North Star, surfing, and so much more as you cruise the South Pacific first and then on to New Zealand. And 18 nights later, arrive here in Sydney. As I say, with as much as you want to collect it along the way. It is just brilliant. Here's all the details you need to get booked. And the price tag, I was seriously very, very surprised when I saw the price tag as well. This is one of the biggest cruise companies in the world. Again, this is the power of CruiseAway and our relationship with Royal Caribbean, because we are a worldwide company with 2 or 3 bases here in Oz alone. The relationship we have with all the major cruise lines is so big, and it is worldwide. It really pays dividends in terms of the prices that you pay, and yet we take care of all the arrangements for you, so you don't have to worry about, okay, how do I knit this all together? And the whole thing, of course, is looked after. We are a trusted brand, of course. We're a member of AFTA and ATAS as well as CLEAR as well, the Cruise Lines International Association. So we have amazing reputations throughout the cruise business, but more importantly, it is about negotiating those price tags that give you more holiday for the dollar you're spending.
Yeah.
So you may be spending what you look at as a considered sum for that holiday, but actually we are packing so much in there. You don't even realise until you're on the holiday, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's the value that you're going to be getting. You know, the stays as well that are on offer, the flights, all of these things that you don't have to even second guess or, you know, think about. I love it. I think this is the best way to holiday. So call us for any cruise, any ship, any date, any destination, anywhere you want to go. It's time to head to Hollywood next for a quantum leap. Super Cruise next September. Now, this is a 28-night getaway to remember, flying first from either Sydney or Brisbane to Los Angeles, California, and time to head for the Hollywood Hills. We've included a 2-night hotel stay for you in fabulous, iconic Los Angeles, the city of stars. Oh, I love Los Angeles. Whether you're heading down to Santa Monica and seeing that iconic pier, or Malibu, Venice Beach, strolling along the City of Stars, of course, the Hollywood Boulevard, and maybe heading up to the Hollywood Hills to see a show up in the Hollywood Bowl. You'll love it. You will absolutely love it. Then it's time to cruise with gratuities included on board the Quantum of the Seas for, wait for it, 26 nights. Yes, this is going to be absolutely epic. Wow, what an adventure. You're going to have so much time to enjoy the ship, and what a ship to have that extra time to enjoy. I mean, when you're going to have more days at sea, you definitely want many more things to do. And, you know, with Quantum Class, there's already the famous elements that we've touched on before, such as, you know, iFly, the Flow Rider, the rock climbing wall, the entertainment district, dodging cars, all of that fun stuff, the roller disco. But there's the other elements as well that you might not realize and you might not have heard about. And if this is your first Royal Caribbean cruise, let me tell you, they do some splendid deck parties and sailaways with the cruise staff team, doing dances that you can join in with or not. You might be doing a conga line around the deck, or you might just be in a deck chair watching it with a cocktail. But either way, it's great to know it's there. Party nights, they might do Brazilian night, Caribbean night. There might be a big buffet out on deck, or a barbecue, something like that. Chocoholics buffet as well, with a chocolate fountain. All of these things could be a possibility whilst you're on board. And since you're there for almost a month, I definitely expect to see a cruise show. Now, you will find that there are, you know, over 100 nationalities on board the ship. So a lot of the time they like to get together and do a show to showcase different dances and, you know, different songs and traditional elements of their home country, and show the guests that you might be invited to that show. And it's fantastic in the theatre, and that's alongside all the other exciting entertainment in the theatre. Guest acts and artists are often on board the ship. And then you also have the rotation of the featured showcast in not just one but two venues, the 270 Lounge and the main theatre. And let me tell you, these shows are utterly amazing. I mean, they really do have the wow factor, not just in terms of performance, but in terms of the actual, you know, production value too. And the production value does not end in the theatre, because literally so many skilled members of staff either teaching you to salsa or flair bartending. You can just sit there and watch them flipping the bottles around like they are nothing. They're so clever. I mean, just look at these acrobatic acts. I mean, yeah, I mean, honestly, your jaw will hit the floor when you're watching these shows. Things like bingo, quiz, Sudoku, they have in reception, you know, every day. You can pick up your daily newspaper should you want to. And also things like Sudoku daily quiz, which you drop back into reception. It's a fun way of, you know, scavenger hunts and things like that. So we are cruising for 26 nights out of Los Angeles. And first up, we're heading into beautiful little Catalina Island. This is one of my favorite places, actually. When you sail in, you might be lucky enough to see sea lions, dolphins, pelicans, perhaps. Grab a golf cart if you can and head around Catalina for the best way to see it. Next up, we're into Kona in gorgeous Hawaii. Now, Kona is known for its coffee, macadamia nuts, pineapple plantations, the brewing company. You might want to do a tour that will take you to a coffee plantation so you can pick some up to take home. Then we have an overnight on board in iconic Honolulu. Waikiki Beach, in fact, which was once a retreat for Hawaiian royalty before it became famous. Now, you can experience a traditional Hawaiian luau since you're there overnight, and then explore the city after dark with an excursion taking you from door to door, cruise ship back to the cruise ship. Then it's Raiatea, known as God's Cradle, believed to be the starting point for Polynesian navigation across the Pacific thousands of years ago. Learn about the traditional outrigger canoes with some of the locals who will tell you about that. Then it's Pepite, famous for its black pearls, in fact, which are naturally dark from the black-clipped oyster, incredibly rare. And if you want to purchase some, you've got the right places to go on a guided tour, again, learning all about this tradition too. Then it's Moorea, which has a lovely lagoon. As you can see right there, that perfect, tranquil, blue-green colours, so paradisical, isn't it? And you might want to head to a tiki village whilst you're there. Now we're going to cruise into Brisbane, where you'll disembark and simply maybe take a cab home, train, or maybe you're going to get a national flight with us. Now you have got so many days at sea there to enjoy as well, and explore the ship as we come from Los Angeles through to Hawaii, French Polynesia, Tahiti, and then into Brisbane. What a wonderful itinerary.
Love it. Where do I sign? It goes soon as well, actually. September this year, so we don't have a long wait for this one. Hollywood and 26 nights of exciting Quantum of the Seas cruising. I'm going to ask you to guess the price before I show it to you. What do you think it's going to come up as? 26 nights of cruising. That's the best part of 4 whole weeks of that amazing entertainment, all of those thrills and spills, and the food and the service and the parades and everything else. I bet you're not guessing anywhere near our price tag. And this again just makes me so proud to bring you an offer like this. Look at the length of holiday, look at what you are doing, look at what is included right the way across that time. And this is excellent for those people who love the cruising experience and just the sheer escape. If you love your cruises, you can see straight away. 26 nights of cruising for that price. Bring it on, and it's Royal Caribbean. This has amazing highlight ports along the way, but also, as Joe mentioned, plenty of time to lean into the real cruising experience and just enjoy it. With flights from Sydney or Brisbane included to Los Angeles in California, you'll stay there for 2 nights in a hotel, and then your wonderful Quantum cruising to the Hawaiian Islands first, across the South Pacific, back into Brisbane. And your service charges are all included across those 26 nights of cruising as well. So you can enjoy all the thrills, the spills, the entertainment, and everything that makes a Royal Caribbean cruise just so exciting. I'm very excited for you as well. It's this year. Throw caution to the wind and go for it. Here's all the details you need to do that. I would love to come and join you. If you have a small corner of your suitcase, I don't take up a lot of room, I promise. I would love to come with you. Having been on the same class of ship with Royal Caribbean on Anthem of the Seas, I just know that Quantum is the one that ticks the boxes for everyone. I think we were talking earlier about accommodation as well. Your accommodation on board is brilliant. You will spend next to no time in it whatsoever, I promise you. It is literally there to get changed from one part of the day to the other, from daytime to evening, and then it's off to go and enjoy the fabulous restaurants, the entertainment, the karaoke. You never want to miss a thing when you're on a Royal Caribbean cruise. They are brilliant. And I tell you what, if you're booking these big adventures and you always want the very best value there really is only one place to look.
With over 25 years of travel experience, when booking with CruiseAway, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday. Just pay a deposit today, and then you have until the due date to pay your balance. You can browse our deals online at cruiseaway.com.au or call us toll free and speak to one of our experienced cruise consultants based right here in Australia. Plus, as a fully accredited member of CLIA, AFTA and ATAS, you have total confidence and complete peace of mind when booking with us. CruiseAway, you know you want to.
Well, I'm ready, Joe. Are you?
I am absolutely ready. I was born ready.
Absolutely. It's got to be done, isn't it? I mean, the more you cruise, the more you will love it. It is just a fact. Right, one final relaxing Trans-Pacific journey then, and it's a voyage to the Emerald City of Seattle next April, over 27 nights in all this time, and we're starting right here in Brisbane on board Quantum of the Seas once more. The Quantum class, I have to say, is, you might look at it and you might think, okay, well, I'm never going to go up the climbing wall, or I'm never going to go surfing, or I'm never going to go skydiving. And it's funny because a lot of people get on board a ship like this thinking, okay, well, I won't be doing those things. That'll be for the youngsters. That'll be for the kids. And sort of a few days into the cruise, they've heard a few more people talk about it. And some people have tried it. And you find yourself edging closer and closer and closer. And before you know it, you're surfing, you're skydiving, you're climbing the climbing wall. You are doing it all. You've turned into a daredevil all of a sudden. And that's another thing about a cruise holiday. And it's something that a brochure, this video won't show you, is because you meet people along the way and you hear other people's stories, you find yourself coming out of your natural comfort zone. You might find that, you know, you're just walking through the ship in the evening. You plan to just have a nice quiet dinner in the steakhouse, maybe just the two of you, some specialty dining. And on the way to that, you happen across the karaoke bar and you're kind of, oh, that's my song. Oh, and you start singing along when you're walking past and you think, oh, do you know what? After dinner, we might go back in there and maybe I'll show them how to sing it.
Yes, and talking of that, Derek, the music hall on board has got live bands.
Really good.
Rock, jazz, tribute acts. You've got the karaoke, as you mentioned there, for open mic fun. Silent disco, theme parties. They're notorious on Royal Caribbean for 70s night, 80s night. When I used to do cruise staff, I love my rockaroke nights, which was actually where you can sing with the live band. So all of these things are an option on board. And like you said, it really does bring out your cruising personality or your adventure personality when you're on a ship. And it feels so much more nurturing an environment than just heading to a hotel, because like you said, a lot of your fellow passengers are, you know, becoming their best selves on board a cruise. I love that. The Royal Theatre hosts the main production shows that you're going to love, like We Will Rock You, which has been all over the world touring. You might have caught it even, you know, in Sydney or Melbourne before. When you get to watch that for free, there's no additional fee to watch that iconic show. And that's just one of the shows that they do as well. Showgirl, this is a fun one as well, very high energy. It's a Royal Caribbean original. And the costumes and set and everything is just thrilling when you're on board a ship of this level, of this caliber. So we're going on an incredible adventure for 23 nights, and we're heading out of Brisbane, and we're going to start with a week at sea where you can enjoy the ship before we head off to beautiful Tahiti, Pepite. This is Tahiti's one of the most famous ports where you can go and see One Tree Hill and the museum, and of course just enjoy the reef, because it's all about the incredible reef in this port of call, whether you're snorkeling or diving or just getting out on a glass bottom kayak. And then it's Moorea, and Moorea is known for its jagged peaks and its incredible sort of volcanic landscape and terrain. You've got a great opportunity to swim in the reefs here as well and go to the tiki villages perhaps and learn about the culture of these ports of call. Raiatea's next, talking of culture, learn about thousands of years of Polynesian culture here, and maybe even do a traditional outrigger canoe trip whilst you're there. And they've been doing this for thousands of years also. We are into Honolulu next up, and Honolulu, of course, is the capital of the Hawaiian Islands, Oahu. And my goodness, so much to see and do. Do a best of tour if you want to get an idea of the entire island. Definitely go to Pearl Harbor though. You cannot afford to miss out on that. We're into Kona next up, and very volcanic and beautiful. Lots of jagged peaks and incredible rainforests, and a best of tour again will give you an idea of everything that this island has to give, and lots of shopping opportunities along the way. Now we're finishing the cruise in Seattle. We're going to disembark, and we're going to have 2 incredible nights in Seattle to finish everything up, which is an amazing city surrounded by water, mountains and evergreen forests. You can explore the iconic Pike Place Market whilst you're there, go to the first Starbucks, and head up to the Space Needle, where you'll see amazing views over everything from Mount Rainier through to the city. And we're going to fly you back to Australia after this. Of course, we're embarking, in Brisbane, enjoying some days at sea along the way, where you can explore the ship and do everything it has to offer. Heading to Tahiti, French Polynesia, incredible Hawaii for 2 stops, and then finishing up in Seattle. What an adventure this is.
Oh, it completely and utterly is. And you know what? Seattle doesn't have to be the end of the holiday either. You could always extend this further. We are by this point, by the time you've arrived in Seattle, we are knocking on the Alaska cruising season as well. So you might well want to extend into that and continue some adventures in that part of the world. But this, let me tell you, is a cruise to remember. And it is for cruise lovers as well. It's for Royal Caribbean cruise lovers, and it's for people who just love those longer itineraries that are much more chilled and relaxed. You've got more days of cruising. That's more days of fun, inclusion, those wonderful food, dining, entertainment, everything. You are going to love it. And moreover, you're going to love the price tag as well, because this includes that 23-night cruise. That's ridiculous. And then you've got the 2 nights in Seattle and the flight back to Brisbane as well. What a cracker of a cruise journey. Your service charges are included on board in that price tag as well. Remember, this one kicks off in Brisbane, across the South Pacific to Tahiti and French Polynesia, and then leaping over, or sailing over, shall I say, to the Hawaiian Islands before heading across to Seattle, where we've included a 2-night hotel stay there, and of course your flight back to Oz. All of that for just under $5,000. It's crazy, it really is. And this is what we do, the biggest names in cruise at the very, very best prices. Here's all the details you need to get this one booked for you. And remember, it is only a deposit today, because we are talking about April in next year. So a small deposit today just locks in the price for you. It books your places. You know you're going. You know you have it to look forward to. And then you've got all of that lovely anticipation between now and when you're going. I mean, 23 nights of cruise. For people who know their cruises and their cruise prices, I mean, if you get your calculator out and work out your price per night for that for Royal Caribbean, with your service charges included, when you think of just the breadth of the food, for instance, and I know we talk about food an awful lot, but it's important that the food offering is right, that you don't think, okay, well, if you don't like what's on offer on day one, that's it.
Yep.
The cruise is ruined. You have a massive variety at every meal on every day, with menus that change on a daily basis as well. And so much of that dining is included as well. So there isn't a reliance on you thinking, okay, well, there's not much that's included, so I'm forever going to be specialty dining and spending more. You will want to for the steakhouse and, you know, for various other specialty restaurants, but the dining that's included is so fulsome.
So good.
You would never have to go anywhere else.
Lobster night, surf and turf night. These are all included. Yeah, you can have several lobster tails included.
Lovely.
They do loads of special events in the dining room. That's just the dining room. And then the Windjammer buffet on the Royal Caribbean ships is exceptional.
Oh, it's massive. It's huge. We've run out of time. Listen, have a look at more on our website, cruiseaway.com.au, and come back to see us for another CruiseAway show very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye for now.